Welcome to Plot Point Perspective, the ultimate destination for literary enthusiasts, where we traverse the vast landscapes of literature, unlocking the mysteries of timeless tales that captivate both heart and mind. Today, we immerse ourselves in the visionary masterpiece that transcends the bounds of time, The Time Machine by the unparalleled H.G. Wells. Join us as we embark on an odyssey into the unknown, unraveling the threads of this captivating classic. And if you haven't already, do hit that subscribe button to stay tuned for more literary treasures. Published in 1895, The Time Machine was an early work of science fiction by H.G. Wells that explored the concept of time travel and envisioned the possible future evolution of humanity. The book introduces us to an unnamed time traveler, an ingenious inventor who crafts a miraculous machine capable of transcending temporal boundaries. As our protagonist hurtles through the corridors of time, he propels us tens of thousands of years into the future, unveiling a world both mesmerizing and foreboding. Chapters 1 and 2. The scene is set within the warm glow of a Victorian-era drawing room. Our narrator and fellow esteemed guests listen with rapt attention as their intriguing host, the time traveler, unravels his startling theory of time as a fourth dimension. As the crystalline decanter glints in the firelight, he brings out a glittering clockwork device, a model for his proposed machine to pierce the veil of the unseen dimension. The psychologist sets the model's lever in motion and gasps resound as the device dematerializes before their eyes. The time traveler calms their vociferous objections with sage analogies and hints at experimental proofs. But over the ensuing week, skepticism blooms amongst those disinclined to take the eccentric man's tricks and fancies too seriously. At the next Thursday's dinner, their delayed host makes a dramatic entrance, appearing decades older, with clothes bedraggled as if having weathered eons of decay. After reviving himself, he tells of preparations to embark through vast deserts of time itself, within a vast mechanism that sits gleaming in his laboratory. Though some guests remain unconvinced, all lean forward with urgent curiosity as he promises to reveal the extraordinary secrets he has uncovered during his astonishing voyage. The candles dim as the storyteller begins spinning his fantastical testimony. But could these far-fetched tales truly be authentic reports from some unfathomable tomorrow? His rapt audience sits poised on the edge of belief as our guide sets forth into the unseen fourth dimensions. Chapters 3, 4, and 5. With a twist of the lever, our intrepid hero, the time traveler, plunges into the dizzying vortex of the fourth dimension. Blurring seasons flash past as he hurtles ever faster down the corridors of time itself. Fearing a violent stop, he slams the brake and is flung headlong onto the grass. As hailstones fade, the traveler beholds a strange new world, one dominated by a gigantic sphinx statue looming high over lush lawns. Apprehensive about what mankind may have evolved into, he soon spies ethereal figures drifting from a nearby palace. Bathed in sunlight, they appraise this peculiar intruder with placid equanimity. More gather around, sublime in their warm curiosity, yet fragile as the terminally ill. Their musical language fills the air as the traveler removes his machine's levers. Confident, these peaceful folk hold no menace. But surveying their vacant smiles and distracted manner, seeds of disappointment take root. Could humanity's future be populated by blithe simpletons living indolent lives? As they shower him with flowers and lead their guest inside, the traveler muses this carefree commune, maybe some utopia born of communism triumphing over hardship and fear. But fruiting on the vine of ease, has the vigor of man's intellect also withered away? Harboring doubts, he leaves to explore the ruined land, little guessing how erroneous his first assumptions would prove. Chapters 6 and 7. Our story resumes as shadows lengthen across the strange new world of the time traveler. Determined to recover his vanished machine, a bold plan takes shape. he must brave the Stygian darkness of those sinister wells and uncover the subterranean secrets they hide. Descending, trembling into the abyssal unknown, the flicker of his match illuminates the grisly truth. These wells are but the vents of a vast underworld kingdom, ruled by the loathsome Morlocks. Clammy claws seize him as he glimpses their troglodyte forms feasting on horrid meat. Fleeing the nightmare realm, a ghastly theory crystallizes. The Morlocks have become the savage masters, emerging at night to stalk, hunt, and feast upon the placid Eloy. As the blood moon wanes, the time traveler senses the approach of these dreaded dark nights. He steels himself at a lonely forest watchpoint, while little Weena slumbers, trustingly atop the hill where no harm can befall. Through the tense night, he clutches their last defense, the dying embers of his campfire warding off the specters of this brave new world. So endures our hero, keeping grim vigil until dawn as half. Formed histories solidify in his mind. The hands of evolution and social change have indeed wrought a terrible judgment upon humanity. In delicate Weena's innocent form, does he glimpse redemption for man's broken past? Determined to shield his young ward, the time traveler sets forth for the palace of green porcelain, the last sanctuary against the dark tide that threatens to engulf this twilight civilization. Chapters 8, 9, and 10. Seeking refuge. Our harried heroes discover the palace of green porcelain is but a vine, choked ruin. Yet within its crumbling halls lies a treasure trove from the traveler's age. Matches. Now, with fire as their ally against the Morlock menace, our adventurers seize what tools they can. But the museum's restless relics toll a warning knell. Haunting shadows stir as the Feral troglodytes close in. Wielding his lever as a desperate blade against the slavering fiends, the traveler buys time to spark a conflagration, though exhausted Weena is swept away in the chaos. As flames engulf the forest, the time traveler pursues across a hellish landscape, now ruled by primal fury. The dawn reveals the Morlocks laid low, blinded by smoke and fire. Exhausted beyond measure, the traveler drags himself back towards the Sphinx in search of his lost machine. To his astonishment, the pedestal lies open, but the respite is short-lived as panels slam shut, trapping him inside the Morlock's trap. With foes surrounding them and darkness engulfing them, he scrambles onto his device in the nick of time. The lever screams forward as he hurtles once more down the corridors of eternity, his dwindling flame now a race against the extinction that consumes this dying earth. Chapters 11 and 12. In the final chapters of the time traveler's journey, he accelerates into the future, witnessing the Earth's evolution and decay. The sun transforms, growing larger and redder, and the Earth appears to cease its rotation, circling the dying sun. Landing on a distant beach, the time traveler encounters strange creatures, including colossal crabs and a solitary butterfly, as he witnesses the gradual decline of Earth over millions of years. In a chilling future, marked by bitter cold and desolation, he observes the last traces of life, a mysterious tentacled creature, before retracing his steps back through time. Upon returning to his present, the time traveler finds the familiar surroundings of his laboratory. Astonishingly, time reversal is evident as his maid walks backward. His guests, skeptical and speechless, witness his return, and the time machine, covered in dirt and grass, stands as physical evidence of his extraordinary journey. Driven by the need for proof, the time traveler embarks on another brief journey, promising to return with evidence. But as the narrator recounts the story 3 years later, the time traveler remains absent, leaving behind only mysterious flowers as a testament to his unexplained whereabouts. The narrative encapsulates Wells' skill in blending adventure with scientific exploration. As one of the pioneers of science fiction, Wells seamlessly incorporates elements of astronomy and entropy theory into his tale of time travel, offering a unique and pessimistic vision of the future. The story's unresolved conclusion leaves the fate of the time traveler shrouded in mystery, emphasizing the enduring spirit of humanity in the face of temporal unknowns. Here is a summary of key points and interesting facts about The Time Machine by H.G. Wells. The Time Machine, published in 1895, was one of the first science fiction stories to explore the concept of time travel. In the story, an amateur inventor builds a machine that allows him to travel to the year 802,701 AD. Key points. The time traveler finds that humanity has evolved into two separate species: the peaceful, childlike Eloi, who live above ground, and the brutish, subterranean Morlocks, who prey on the Eloi. The time traveler theorizes that the evolutionary divergence between the Eloi and Morlocks resulted from the widening gap between social classes as society increasingly embraced automation and wealth inequality grew more severe. After exploring the world of 802,701 AD, the time traveler travels even further into the future, where he encounters a dying Earth that is completely dark and cold. However, as he travels back through time, he finds there is still hope for humanity's future. Interesting facts. H.G. Wells was influenced by Darwin's theory of evolution when conceiving the idea of a future human species diverging through natural selection. At the time the novel was written, the Industrial Revolution had led to a massive urbanization and expansion of the lower classes, which shaped Wells' vision of a possible dystopic future. The Time Machine helped establish the time travel subgenre of science fiction and influenced many other works that explored societies where class inequality had grown out of control. Orson Welles' radio broadcast of The War of the Worlds in 1938, which caused mass panic, borrowed the opening narration directly from The Time Machine. Bid farewell to the enigmatic world of The Time Machine with us, having delved into its depths. We trust you've relished this insightful expedition and encourage you to acquire a copy of this literary gem to unravel its intricate narrative and ponder its thought-provoking themes. Stay connected with Plot Point Perspective for more exhilarating summaries and analyses of literary masterpieces. Remember to hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to our channel to ensure you never miss another enchanting journey through the pages of exceptional books. If you are interested in purchasing the book, you can buy it using the link in the description. Thank you for joining us on this adventure, and until next time, happy reading.